ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Ford Show. Starring Tennessee Ernie Ford. Ernie Ford. Ernie Ford. Ernie Ford. Ernie Ford. Ernie Ford.
This has been a recorded announcement.
Don't ever lose them hats. Good. Thank you very much, and good evening to you folks at home. And look at the studio, full. Thank you very much for coming to see us. I'm glad it's full. I got a letter from a lady yesterday. I wanted to tell you about it. This is true. She wrote in her letter, she said, Sunday before last, they went to church, and at the end of the service, the minister said, next Sunday in our pulpit will be a guest minister. I told him who it was. So then last Sunday, when the guest minister was there, the church was filled. Every seat was filled. Must have been a very noted speaker. The minister introduced him, and he stood up and looked over that vast crowd, every seat filled, and he said, now I can say something I've always wanted to say. Bless your little pew-packing hearts. I liked it, too. You know, it's beginning to get a little nippy out. Not so much out here, but where you live. You know, a little frost on your pumpkin, aren't you? Huh? Cold. I don't mind cold weather. Back home where I came from around this time of year, it's colder than a kraut house. Snow all over the mountain. That hits you, some of you, a little late, a kraut house. It's cold in there. Snow all over the hills and mountains. I miss that. You rarely see snow on the mountains out here. Of course, anymore, you rarely see the mountains out here. But you know, it's the kids I feel sorry for out here. They never get to play in the snow, make forts and snowmen. I especially miss it around Christmas time. You know, snow, well, Christmas without snow is like, it's like chicken soup without matzo balls. You like matzo balls? They're good. That's real shirt sleeve eating. Now, those of you who've never tried them, they're a little ball, little round. Well, they're made out of cracker meal and chicken fat and dough, you know, about that big around, and they weigh about 12 pounds apiece. They go with chicken soup, though, like Christmas goes with snow. Oh, I remember the fun I had when I was a little bitty feller back home. You know what we used to do? Us kids used to go down and chop a hole in the ice in the creek and go swimming. Right. We'd dive in and splash around there till we looked like a bunch of purple people eaters. Of course, my folks didn't like us to do that. When us kids came home with their teeth a-chattering and their hair wet, we knew we was going to get a licking. Daddy'd turn us over his knee and, whoa, he'd lay the butter paddle to us, I want you to know. But you know the joke was on him. What he was whipping was so froze we never felt a thing. Matter of fact, it was kind of nice to get the circulation to going. Top 20 have been working very hard. You're going to enjoy this wonderful, beautiful number out in the snow. Let's watch it.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our seats are nice and cozy, and cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's make that cozy for us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Snow, where are you falling? Snow, none of you falling on the ground. And winter's here, it comes about the time of the year, you know, for a beautiful snow. Walk quiet, pretty fall over the city, cover every country. It's a month ago, you might have been rain, but oh, you beautiful snow. I've got a lot of jingle bells from last summer's carousel,
and I've got a friend who lent me a sleigh.
All that we need is a blanket of white.
Baby and I will go riding tonight,
Cuddling, kissing across the way. Snow, where are you falling? Snow, where are you falling? Snow, beautiful, wonderful snow.
Thank you very much. Tonight is a big night for us here on the show. This is a return visit for our guest. He's just back from England, where he's been appearing in a play. Now he's here to visit with us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real privilege to introduce Mr. Charles Lawton.
Well, Ernie, it's delightful to be with you again.
Well, what a privilege to see you again here on our show, and welcome home, sir.
Sir, for heaven's sake, Ernie, I'd hoped after appearing on your show last year and spending time with you socially and seeing a warm relationship develop between our families that you'd certainly feel enough of a rapport with me to address me as intimately as my own wife.
Well, all right. What does your wife call you?
Mr. Lawton.
You're joking with me. Now, come on. What does she really call you?
Big Daddy.
I think that's cute.
I rather like it myself.
Well, welcome home, Big Daddy. Maybe I better call you Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie, yeah. Charlie, now that you're home, Charlie, you're going to spend a little time with us, I hope.
Well, I got some television shows to do, Ernie, and then I've got a movie to do called Spartacus. Next May, I've got to go back to England again, to Stratford-on-Avon, where I have to have a shot at playing King Lear in the Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, that sounds exciting. But you sure work hard. You've got your nose to the grindstone all the time.
Well, I enjoy work, Ernie, as Charles Baudelaire so aptly put it. There's a remedy against all ills, poverty, sickness, and melancholy. Only one thing is absolutely necessary: a liking for work.
Ain't that the gospel truth?
It certainly is. And as Emerson said, the greatest homage we can pay to truth is to use it.
There's a pretty thought. Charles, how in the world do you remember all these proverbs and sayings? You just whip them out like that?
Well, I've always been interested in philosophers, Ernie. As a matter of fact, my constant companion is a book of quotations from the world's greatest thinkers. Thoreau, Montaigne, Plato.
Oh, yeah.
You have read them, of course.
No, I would like to say I had, but it would not be honest for me to lie about it.
Certainly not. Falsehood avails us naught. I quote, "Speak the truth, for it be known, and save yourself a broken bone."
Who said that?
Mrs. Lawton.
Oh.
On several occasions.
I'll tell you, I know what you're talking about now. You're getting through to me. It's impossible for a man to lie to his spouse.
How true.
Yes. I quote, "Show me a red-blooded man who lies to his wife, and I'll show you a red-blooded bleeding man."
How delightfully graphic. Who wrote that?
Hank Wobbly.
Hank Wobbly.
He's a noted philosopher.
Hank Wobbly.
He works in a feed store back in my hometown.
That name seems familiar to me.
Well, it should. Do you know that when you were on my show last time, you read some of his work, some of his poems?
I did so.
Now, let's see if you remember. I quote, "What a tasty thing a hog is, with mustard greens and grits on. Some like the ribs and some like the hocks, and some like the part he sits on."
I recognize the style. Then he wrote...
Oh, you remember one?
Yes, I think so. Let me see. "Some say a cow will give more milk in winter than in summer. I say don't give milk at all. You got to take it from her."
Great man. Great man. Well, you do remember Hank Wobbly.
I should.
I hope it hasn't upset you that I've reminded you of Hank
certainly
Wobbly.
not. As a matter of fact, since my appearance in your show, I've made quite a study of some of these bucolic Byrons. It has been a delightful and enlightening experience.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, that makes me happier than a duck in a barrel full of June bugs. And you know that since you were on my show last time, I have become interested in the classics.
You really have, Ernie?
Especially Shakespeare.
Well, that makes me happier than James Mason in a room full of cats.
I enjoy reading, what do you call him? The
Bard.
The Bard. I enjoy it. Hamlet.
Oh, yes.
King Lear.
Oh, yes.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, it's a beautiful play.
Oh, yeah. You remember the last scene? The last scene. Now, there's Juliet stretched out there, colder than a kraut crock. Well, Romeo thinks she's dead.
Oh, it's a very touching and very moving scene.
He thinks she's dead, so he walks over and drinks a dipper full of that poison pond water. Well, that lays him out for fair. He's happy. Well, Juliet comes around then, remember?
Yeah.
When she grabs that great big toad stabber he's got, that great... Remember that big knife it is? Big thing. She grabs that thing and stabs herself just about 3 inches below the acidity bag.
I'm really glad to know that you enjoy the classics, Ernie, in your own way.
Oh, I do. Since your wonderful readings, I thought I'd better catch up on mine.
Well, I hope you like what I've brought to read to you tonight.
I'm sure we will. Is it something from Shakespeare?
No, it's a contemporary poem by Edgar A. Guest.
Oh, I like his stuff. It's wonderful. Here. There you are. William. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Charles Lawton reading from the works of Edgar A. Guest.
Asafoetida by Edgar A. Guest.
Did you say acidity?
I did.
Do you mean that Edgar A. Guest wrote a little poem about that little sack we carry around our necks full of all the herbs and spices and all
If
that?
I'm lying, I'm dying.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Acidity.
I wonder if they make it still, that old-time guard against every ill, that drug called asafoetida our mothers made us wear. In our departed yesterday we carried asafoetida in little bags about our necks, all ailments to avoid. Then grown-ups sniffed and turned away and wished that we'd run out to play, for children in a heated room could not be long enjoyed. Oh, grandson, when you older grow, rejoice it was your luck to know a sweeter, kindlier way to health than that on me compelled. Be glad and very grateful, too, that you're not forced the winter through to smell of asafoetida the way your grandpa smelled.
Charles, that was wonderful. Charming thing. You know, you seem to fit so well everywhere, you know. I was going to do a little song right here, but I was wondering if you would do one with me.
I was hoping you'd say that, Ernie. I just love those country songs.
Do
I've
you?
been studying up on them.
Really?
You know, I like that country beat.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hey!
You train! Yeah! Yeah! Get along, you slovenly beast.
That's wonderful, Mr. Lawton, but I kind of thought we might do something a little quieter, like Old Rattler.
Old Rattler.
You remember it?
Old Rattler.
Bring us a stew.
Hit it, Harry.
Go, Harry. Have a seat. This is a classic.
Oh, yeah.
Old Rattler was a good old dog, blind as he could be. Every night at supper time, I believe that dog could see. Here, Rattler, here, 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 Rattler, here. Oh, Rattler from the barn, here, Rattler, here. Wonderful. Remember?
Grandma had a yellow hen. We set her, as you know. We sat her on 3 buzzards' eggs. She hatched out 1 old crow.
You got a country whistler, too, you know that? This man's amazing.
I was born in the country.
I'll tell you, it's beginning to show more and more. Ready, Harry?
Yeah.
One night I saw a big fat coon climb up in a tree. I called old Rattler right away to get him down for me.
But Rattler wouldn't do it because he liked that coon. I saw them walking paw in paw later by the light of the moon.
Here, Rattler, help! Help, Rattler, help! Oh, Rattler, from the water. Here, Rattler, help! Oh, Rattler from the barn. Here, Rattler, here. Thank you so much. Good night, and bless your little pea-picking heart.
Pea-picking heart, bless your pea-picking heart. We could never do without much to sing about. Bless your pea-picking